All right, factoring a difference of squares in one variable, basic. So these are following a pattern. So you have to have certain things. They have to meet the criteria to be a difference of squares. So it is, you need everything to be a perfect square. So I recommend having your perfect square for numbers. So remember, perfect squares are something times itself. All exponents are even. And you need to have one negative sign. One negative or one minus sign, however you want to think about it. The pattern will always be, so if I have a perfect square minus a perfect square, the pattern is always two sets of parentheses. The first one I put a plus, the second one I put a minus because I might have to check that one. There might still be perfect squares in there. And it's just the square root of the first one in the front of each of the parentheses and the square root of the second one in the back of the parentheses. And we go with that from there. So if I want to think about this, this would be v squared minus 7 squared. So my parentheses, we can go straight into typing, are going to be v plus 7 and v minus 7. This is one of those ones that you do enough of them, you recognize it. It is really kind of a memorizing thing. Or if you wanted to make it a trinomial, you could put a zero v in the middle. However, this is pretty quick. And it is actually one that we do usually memorize just because it sticks so quickly and it goes with what we have. So we'll check that one. And then we're going to get another one. And I'm going to erase just a little bit of stuff, leave the notes and the formulas. All right, so this is difference of squares. So we're looking at this. 9 is a perfect square. 1 is a perfect square. It's the one that we usually forget. So this is the same thing as 3 squared minus y squared. So they're perfect squares. If we're going to put it in, so we don't always have to write the 3 squared minus y squared, but we do because we're subtracting. Order does matter. So we could do this a couple ways. We could factor out a -1 first if we wanted, but keep it in order where we have it. So this is a 3 plus y, even though it looks weird. 3 minus y, and that is factored. So we'll check our answer. And then we have one more to go. We will erase what we have here. So what we have is a 1 and an 81. Those are perfect squares. Exponents are even. So this is the same thing as w squared. Oops, helps to have the pen. All right. So that's not what I wanted. Okay, so we use the pen. And then we have, this is w squared minus 9 squared. So looking at this, when I factor it, I will write it out so that we have w minus 9 or plus 9 and w minus 9. So now if I look at the numbers, they're still perfect squares. I have a 1, a 9, which is a perfect square, a 1 and a 9. They're so in this one, however, my exponents are no longer even, so I can't go any further. If I had a w squared still, then this one would have to factor again. However, it's not. So we get to just put it like this because our exponents are all ones, which is not a even number. So we got 9. W minus 9. And we should be done with that topic. Yay.